position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Off the play fake. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Cincinnati's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you.
Turning it on! He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Off-play action on first down. He unleashes a long one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pull it on the read. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed over the middle, it's Downs. Breaks into the open. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Waddle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Shoot, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time, offensive.
There he goes. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Rivers. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here comes the offense on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Rivers. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Old Dominion. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
There on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Fears the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive. But, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. Touchdown, Cincinnati! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the catch. It's Downs. At the 40, there he goes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Alabama rolling quickly downfield. Set up with another first down. They're going to run it. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's fouled. Just keeps moving. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. He'll do it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Touchdown time! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The time crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. Pulls it in. Still running at the 40. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense set for a first down play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Bearcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in the...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. You want to keep your offense on the field where... Defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bearcats. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. These These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Turning it on! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Colorado. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab down the left side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think that...
Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. You got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's downs. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get, before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Under fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Second down, he'll throw it. The screen, he can go. Still on his feet at the 45. A lot of room to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bearcats.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
That time he took a big shot off of the RPO.
And when you run these run-pass options, you want to take a little bit of time to stick it in that running back's belly, read the defense, get him to suck up, and I'm trying to make those big plays down the field. So I like the aggressive attack off the RPO.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. And they always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end. But they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Alabama, 27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Fowler. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit.
Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. So the defense, oh, he's got some space. And he makes the tackle, but not before the first down is picked up and the gamble pays off. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's caught. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Burke. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't. How many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Bama! End zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, you gotta love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down. The Bearcats are flying down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Bearcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught near the sticks. It's Gay. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal. And the Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for the goal line.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Touchdown, Bearcats! Fit it in the window for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
From the gun, the running back has it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down for this offense. Here we go. They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Line getting set on second down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.